Hey, it's Jeff. Welcome back to another video. A couple weeks ago, I had a viewer comment on one of my older videos. It was a Hoya unboxing video from probably about a year and a half ago. And they said, great unboxing video, thank you. Two things. First, look how empty your basement was. This wasn't here like a year and a half ago. I had no plants on the shelves, so it was actually pretty surprising to see that video. I actually went back and watched it. A little bit cringeworthy. One of my first, I guess, unboxing videos. That one might be coming down. And the second thing is I'm curious to see what these plants look like now. So I'm going to run through the three plants or the three Hoyas that I got from that unboxing video and show you the progress from that. The first one I have is the Hoya fitchii, and this is the plant that I actually made the order for. I've been looking for this one for quite a while before that video, and it popped up on their website, and I just happened to order a couple more Hoyas along with this one just to make it worthwhile for shipping costs. And I actually, in that video, shared or got a couple plants for a plant friend. But anyways, there's a few things that I'm kind of surprised at with this plant. When I first got it, I thought the leaves were going to be a little bit larger, but it's actually quite a small leafed Hoya. The second thing is how fast it actually grew. I have it in like a higher light location. It's on a west facing window. It's on my little piano window ledge, I guess. And it grows really fast, and I actually propagated this a year after owning it. And I took those cuttings and put it back in the pot just so it makes a nice full pot. And as you can see, it's kind of getting a little out of hand. I have to maybe put up a little trellis or something like that. The third thing that really surprises me about this is one of the reasons why I bought this plant is when it is in higher light, it gets absolutely gorgeous sun-stressed leaves. Now I have, like I said, mine in a west-facing window. It gets a ton of afternoon, bright, harsh sunlight. And you think these would sun-stress for me? They don't. I have not had a single sun-stressed leaf on this in the year and a half that it's been in that west-facing window. This is a little bit more of it's a thinner leaf. Like it's not delicate by any means, but it's kind of in between like a thicker Hoya leaf and one of those like paper thins. So I didn't know how it would respond to that high light. It absolutely loves the location. It gets direct sunlight later in the afternoon, but it has not sun stressed for me at all. I'm happy that it's a fast grower, and I'm looking forward to this one getting flowers. All of the Hoyas that I have today have not flowered, but yeah, I'm really happy with this one, and it is a really fast growing Hoya. This one is the Hoya morelii. And this one actually surprised me because of the leaf size. Like these are fairly large leaves, and this actually reminds me a lot of the Hoya fitchii, a very similar leaf shape and appearance. It has these gorgeous veins on it. And again, this is one plant that when you sun stress it, it gets really vibrant reds and purples, just absolutely gorgeous. But I have this one kind of in, I would say, lower to medium light. It's actually in my bathroom. It's in a west-facing window, but the glass is frosted, and there's also a house directly beside it. So it does not get any direct sunlight. I would classify it as more of the medium, low to medium light. It really didn't do a lot in regards to growth over the last year and a half. This summer, it has pushed out an entirely new stem. I don't know if you can see it there. This green portion with, it looks like maybe half a dozen leaves, and this runner, this is all from within the last couple months. So it really didn't do anything for about a year, and then all of a sudden it exploded with a bunch of just absolutely gorgeous leaves. And there is another stem popping out right there. So there are two, it looks like two cuttings. I have not propagated this or anything, and it's starting to push out some side stems or side branches, and it's just putting out these gorgeous leaves. I water it when it gets dry. I let it get bone dry. I fertilize it every once in a while, but this one is, it wasn't on like a wish list plant of mine by any means. I saw it on the website and I thought that looked like a pretty cool looking leaf for a Hoya. I honestly don't even know what the flowers look like. I really didn't do any research for this video. I'm curious to see. I'll Google it afterwards, but I'm curious to see what these flowers on the morelii look like. Got my little label there. I had to label a lot of my hoyas just because it's easy to forget the names of them, and a lot of them are fairly difficult, I guess. I actually ran out of labels for my label maker, so I'm gonna have to order some of those just so I can, I'll have to put some on my like anthuriums and alocasias and stuff like that, because a lot of these plants are similar, and I just like having the little label on there, and I think it actually looks pretty good. Right now I'm just using Scotch tape or tape for a lot of my pots, so got to order some. But anyways, back to the Hoya. Yeah, not really a fast grower, but when it puts out new leaves, they're gorgeous. Okay, the third one, this monstrosity here, is the Hoya ilagorium, and I'm going to be honest here, I basically just neglected this for the last year. I didn't really pay attention to it. Pardon my language, but this plant was a little bit of a pain in the ass in regards to just how fast it grew and all these tendrils. It keeps putting out all these runners, and it kept wrapping up with my Hoya australis. It's been pulled off the window ledge a few times. My australis fell, this fell. So I didn't, this is gonna sound weird, but I didn't really appreciate the leaf structure and the leaf shape until about 15 minutes ago when I pulled this plant down for this video. And now looking at it, it's putting out a bunch of new growth. Look at these leaves. Stunning. I actually feel kind of bad because I thought about not throwing it out or anything like that, but selling it. It was out of control. I put it on the trellis, and like, look at these, all these tendrils. I just can't believe how fast growing it is. But now just looking at the leaf structure, yeah, what a gorgeous Hoya. I kind of feel bad for wanting to get rid of it. Yeah, it's out of control. This thing is just absolutely wild. This one is also in my west-facing piano window, so it gets a ton of bright light. But as you can see, there is no damage, there's no sunburn on it. But just like I say in most of my videos, if you're thinking about putting a plant in a very bright location, just make sure you acclimate it to that. So just slowly introduce it to bright light, because if you put it from a low light area and you just throw it in direct sunlight, it's inevitably going to damage some of those leaves. This one, however, has done exceptionally well. One of the things that also kind of irritated me about this, aside from the runners and tendrils, is some of the leaves actually look a little bit deformed. And they would curl a little bit. Just doing a little bit of research over the years with Hoyas, sometimes leaf deformity can be caused by lower humidity. So this plant might actually benefit from a higher humidity location. Upstairs in the winter, like it's really dry here on the Canadian prairies, it can sometimes get between like 30% indoor humidity. So this one might actually benefit from a little bit higher humidity. A lot of the newer leaves that are coming in are nice and straight, I guess. They resemble more of the leaf structure that I expected from this plant when I looked at other pictures. Again, this one has not flowered for me. I'm just going to let these tendrils or these runners just do their thing, and I'm just going to keep wrapping them around, and hopefully this one will flower. I think this one gets really vibrant red or kind of that darker pink flowers. So yeah, just I gotta appreciate this one a little bit more than I have. So that's kind of the update with these three plants. This one is by far the fastest growing out of the three. The fitchii and then the morelii are kind of how they go in order in regards to how fast they grow for me. They are all beautiful Hoyas. I now appreciate this one a little bit more this morning, just looking it over. So yeah, that's how these three. That's how these three are doing. I think that's going to be pretty much it for this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it down. Oh, see, it's just in the way. Please leave it down in the comment section. Thanks for watching my videos. Appreciate the support. Take care, everyone. Bye.